Another thing for your notes, it's very difficult to get better and look good at the same time. You might look bad as you go, and that's okay. You might be embarrassed from time to time, and that's okay. There are no good and there are no bad circumstances. There are only learning situations. There's only opportunities for you to learn. A bad circumstance, you learn more from good things happening to you or bad things happening to you. Bad. You want to go to the top? Increase the number of experiences. Forget about good and bad. Good and bad are irrelevant. Increase the number of experiences. Get the activity up, knowing you're going to make some mistakes, knowing you're going to screw up. Know that you're going to win enough. If you take action, you immediately separate yourself from the crowd. If you're consistent, you immediately separate yourself from the crowd. It doesn't take much. Progress is perfection. Here's another one of my philosophies that's really important, and I need you to understand this if you're going to take action and totally take charge of your life. I never lose. I never lose, ever. I win or I learn. And if you adopt that philosophy, that you either win or you learn, there's no losing here. There's no losers here. The losers just stop learning. They stop growing. They stop taking action. They stop taking risks. They crawl into their shell and they just say, I'll just take the paycheck. Nothing wrong with the paycheck. But I'm saying some of you deserve more than that paycheck is all I'm saying to you. Network marketing isn't for everyone, but if you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body, it's a better way. It's better than the other forms of entrepreneurship for the average person. It just is. There's no argument there. There's no debate there. Nobody can win that argument. I have big-time entrepreneurial friends. You know how many dollars and how many years and how much risk and how much pain the average entrepreneur has to do in order to become successful? It's enormous. So I never lose, ever. It's such a good feeling. I win or I learn. You can't beat me. Can't be done. You adopt that, and you can either win or learn yourself all the way to the top. So let's start putting together this roadmap. The first pillar of this roadmap is a decision. You already put that in your notes? Part 1 of this roadmap is decide. Now for you, you have to decide what that means. Decide that you're going to go to that rank. Decide that you're going to be a professional. Decide that you're going to become a network marketing professional. Whatever that decision means, attach something to that decision. But you know what I'm talking about when I say decide. Because you've been thinking about doing this for real for a long time, most of you. And once you really make a decision, I will tell you something. Once you really make a decision, really, not to hope, not a try, a decision, it gets pretty easy. Until you make a decision, it stays hard. I would save you the pain. It's no fun. It's just not fun when you're halfway. You're putting in the time, putting in the effort, you're beating yourself up every day, you're frustrated, you're living below your potential, your family members are confused, all this stuff if you haven't made a decision. So just decide. Start there. That's number 1. Number 2 is commit to the skills. Commit to the skills necessary for you to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Think about anything you've ever been confident with in your life. Anything. Anything. Why are you confident with it? Because you have the skills. Because you've done it so many times. My friend Mike, my neighbor Mike Crevetti, he's building a house right next to mine. We're building a house right next to each other. We're dear friends, Mike and Karen. Mike is an orthopedic surgeon. He's done how many orthopedic surgeries in the Nevada area? 20,000. It takes him 35 minutes to replace a hip. 35 minutes. 35 minutes to replace a knee. After 20,000, do you think somebody can shake his confidence? The answer is no shot. Why? Because he developed the skills, he put it into practice, he became bulletproof. He innovated inside of his craft. How many years, how much risk, how much pain, how much heartache in order to be able to do it? You know the answer. They both do. Massive. People call him lucky. That's nonsense. 20,000 surgeries. So what are the skills we have to do here? We have to find people to talk to. Skill number one. What's your level of skill in doing that when it comes to finding people who are entrepreneurial and are looking for options and don't have a lot of cash? They have sweat equity, they have passion, but they don't have a lot of cash. You got to develop that skill. You have to commit in this calendar year to get better every day at that skill. You have to get better every day at inviting people to take a look. Here's our product. That's all we're trying to do is we're seeking understanding. That's all we're trying to do. Share what we have with people to the point that they understand it. They'll say yes or they'll say no. But if we increase our skills in sharing it with them, more people are going to at least understand. And if they understand, it'll be for them or it won't. Okay? But stop crossing your fingers and trying to get lucky. Stop hoping that you come across this magical person who's going to change your business. Decide to be good. Don't worry about luck. Well, luck is not necessary. Mike doesn't have to worry about being lucky, because he can replace a hip in 35 minutes. He's got it down. He's the number one guy in his field. I mean, he's just crushing in every direction. He doesn't have to worry about being lucky. He's great at what he does. So think about this. When it comes to inviting, are you good or you're not? And what can you do between now and then in order to be able to improve that skill? Progress is perfection, just a little bit every day. This is still number 2 in our list. Improve your skills every single day. When it comes to presenting in a way that works and duplicates, improve your skills. When it comes to following up and overcoming the objections, there's only a handful. How long do you want to be insecure about handling the I don't have time objection? That is a solved problem. All you got to do is buckle in and practice for what? How many hours do you need to practice before you're excellent at that? Not that many. So you can cross your fingers, and every time it comes up, you can feel insecure, or you can get that behind you and develop that skill, right? You can help people, the skill of helping people become customers or distributors, develop the skill of getting people started effectively, the skill of promoting events. Make a commitment to the skills, not just an awareness of them. You understand? A year from today, just decide that your skills are going to be better than they are now. And guess what is the best school there is? Taking action. You learn by doing. You can study all you want. These notes are amazing. These notes are spectacular. She's got all kinds of notes, highlights, underlines. It's unbelievable. She doesn't take action. That whole book is worthless. She'll learn more in one day of applying these notes than she will in 6 months of studying them. You learn in the doing, not in the study, not in the theory. You learn in the doing. So decide on the skills. Got it?